The Durham report finally came out, and as suspected, the FBI and the DOJ acted vastly improperly.
Now we are focused in on this John Durham's report. I'm Special Counsel John Durham. And apparently people are saying, they're saying that he should be arrested for what happened. Not he should be arrested, but there should be an arrest. Like, this is criminal right here. They're saying who is going to jail for this. So we got the actual report on the floor, and then we got Trump responding to the report on the floor. Please do me a favor, hit the like button for me. So y'all feel free to sit back, man. It's about to get juicy. Juicy.
Recognition.
Seeking to ask consent to rest House 1 minute and revise remarks, Madam Speaker.
Without objection, the gentleman is recognized for 1 minute.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Well, today the Durham report finally came out. And as suspected, the FBI and the DOJ acted vastly improperly with raw, uncorroborated so-called evidence that they used to hound President Trump for well over 2 years and try to influence the 2016 election, as well as make the administration untenable following that. So who's going to go to jail for this?
No one. No one's going to go to jail because it was powerful people that set the wheel rolling, set the ball in motion. So, yeah, what they going to say? Well, we had probable cause. We thought by this, and this that we could move forward. Who going to check them? Oh, ain't nobody going to check these people, man. They are powerful people. And if someone does go to jail, I would love to see it, but it ain't happening.
Hard to tell. It's pretty difficult to prosecute these sorts of things when the insiders at DOJ and FBI are going to be trying to make sure it doesn't happen. So what do we do to put at least the confidence of the American people back into the upper echelons of the Department of Justice and the FBI so that we don't have to think that they're going to be doing this sort of thing to anybody they disagree with politically?
Well, from what I'm hearing, Congress needs to overturn his impeachment based on the lies of the Russian collusion. That's what they should do. Overturn and I agree with that. Overturn the impeachment. If the impeachment happened from unlawful moves that were made, then remove whatever happened from it. That's just like if someone is arrested off of illegal moves made by police, detectives, lawyers, whatever, then you remove them, you take them out of the prison and you remove everything off of their record. That's what should happen here.
On top of what we just saw. Indeed. How do we regain trust? Because it's been blown up in the name of influencing an election in 2016 and harming the Trump administration. I yield back.
Yep. So let's see what Trump has to say about this. Probably was a tweet that he wrote. On Monday, former President Trump responded to a report issued by Special Counsel John Durham, in which Durham found that the FBI should not have launched a full investigation into the connections between the Trump 2016 campaign and Russia. So the special counsel didn't recommend any new charges or any procedural changes, with the report saying that the FBI used raw, unanalyzed, and uncorroborated intelligence to justify the end. Of course they're going to do that. Of course. An election was coming. They had to do something. They had to get him out of office. They had to do something. Let's put a stain on his name so he won't be elected again. And here's the thing. I don't care how they corrected. The last 3.5 years still happened. They won. They got what they wanted. Biden won. They got exactly what they wanted. And if in 2024, people still use that stained memory of the Russian collusion, if they still have that stain in the back of their brain and they don't vote for Trump again, then they won again, no matter who is arrested for this. About the FBI's handling of politically charged investigations moving forward, despite the report's heavy criticism of the investigation. The report determined the FBI used a different standard when deciding whether to investigate Trump and Russia. Of course they used a different standard. They use a different standard whenever they feel like it, man. We've been going through this for a long damn time. There's a whole bunch of people who got arrested from a different standard being used. It is what it is. They just did the same thing on Trump. They did the same thing on Trump. But what's going to happen? Not a damn thing. It ain't like they're going to say they're going to strike the last 3 years of probably the worst presidency ever out of our mind. Oh yeah, when they was trying to get people to investigate Hillary Clinton for Benghazi. Nope, ain't happening. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to investigate you though, because we hold the power. We have the most friends in government right now. You're still popular in Hollywood, but we're about to make you feel it. Something real petty that I believe that somebody should go to jail for it. It would be lovely to see someone go to jail for it, or just be held accountable in some type of way, shape, or form. Oh, wow. So they could have potentially charged Hillary Clinton for alleged election interference via accepting donations from foreign entities in exchange for potential influence if elected. That's not a surprise. He responded. Here's from Trump. Wow. After extensive research, Special Counsel John Durham concludes the FBI never should have launched the Trump-Russia probe. In other words, the American public was scammed, just as it is being scammed right now by those who don't want to see greatness for America. We knew that this was happening, though. Come on. And guess what? Someone says Americans should be pissed off right now. They should be upset. Let me tell you something. Only one side of America, of Americans will be. And those are the people who support Trump. That's just how things work. All right? That's just how things work. They can care less. They're going to be like, well, they still went through with it. There was enough to charge them. They're going to make up excuses to back their positions, period. They don't care about the federal government being flawed or the Democrats being corrupt. Nah, they don't care about that at all. They're going to applaud and say, that's what he get. That's what he get. And that's it. They're going to keep it moving. Trump continued to post responses to his social media platform, calling it the crime of the century. Y'all need to make some noise about this, because honestly, the left believe that conservatives will be quiet. And then when you're not quiet, like that day that people say was the worst day since 9/11, complete BS. But that day when conservatives were not quiet, they're like, oh, they were so demonstrative, and they wanted blood, and they were just evil, and we thought our lives were in danger, and they ruined the country, and it was the worst thing that ever happened since 9/11. That's what happens when they see y'all get upset. Continue to be upset, because guess what? Democrats do not care, do not expect for anyone on MSNBC or CNN to smack the table in anger and address the federal government with disdain, trying to take up for Trump. They're not going to do that, ever. And when they do, if they do, send me the link so I can respond to it, because that would be amazing if they do. I doubt they will, but you think Anderson Cooper is going to be pissed off that this happened? Hell no. They're not going to end the charade. They're not. They're going to look at it and be like, okay, well, we'll just appeal it. Yeah, we'll just appeal it. We get what the council have discovered, but we'll appeal it. We'll act like it was nothing, because it's about our side versus your side. It's not about truth anymore. It's not about fairness. It's not about any of that. People can care less. They've picked a side already, and they've chosen the hill that they're willing to die on. Right now, their hill is liberalism. It's being on the left. And if the right are saying that they were wrong, guess what? They're not going to accept it. As a matter of fact, they might accept it. They can blatantly accept it, but that don't mean that they're going to get back on your side and want anything positive for anyone that's representing the right. Hell no, it ain't happening. There you have it, man. John Durham, the special counsel John Durham's report says that it was complete BS. Should have never happened in the first place. You guys need to make some noise. Be peaceful in doing so, but noise need to be made, in my opinion, because they need something to hang over Trump's head. They know that they are not going to win if he is free and clear of any type of allegations that got him in trouble in the first place. If those allegations was what made people vote for the lesser of two evils, because they're both criminals, but we're voting for the lesser of two evils because he was investigated and charged for something that he should not have been investigated for. He should not have been impeached for. Listen to that. They are rooting for their sides. It's like the playoffs. When you see your favorite player out there fouling somebody else, you're not yelling at the ref, talking about, ref, you didn't see that? That was a blatant foul. Although I love this player, I think you should be fair out there. No, you're not doing that. And anybody who act like they're doing that are disingenuous as hell. You're not doing it. So if you believe right now that this new information is going to change anything, it's not. All right. Get excited for the win. Clap it up for the win. But at the same time, make some noise so that they can feel you. So that they understand that we see what y'all doing, man. And we need to make sure the people who believe in you see what y'all are doing. So that next time they go to the voting booth, they'll do something that they're supposed to be doing rather than what they're manipulated into doing.